All right, let's warm up. So just nice, easy torso twists to start. Make sure you've got some water nearby. We're just gonna loosen everything off. Not too much cardio tonight. So we're just gonna get everything loose and limber, work on some toning, some mobility, keep the core nice and tight, drop the shoulders, pivoting on the toe, double it up to one side if you want to. You can sink down a little lower if that feels good. Keep the core nice and tight, drop that shoulder, whoop, find the balance. Couple more, one on each side. We're gonna take both feet together, take it to a reverse lunge, added little twist, step the feet together, step back, reverse lunge twist, and just find the form, find a rhythm that works for you. Keep your chest lifted, core tight. We've got a little bit of work on the floor today with the bands, a little bit of work standing up, a little bit lying down, which I'm sure you'll be happy about. One more each side. We're going to take it to a squat with a hamstring stretch. So take your feet just outside the hips, sink your hips back, stand tall, and then reach for the floor. Chest up, core tight. Nice long legs, soft knees. Stick the hips up in the air. Reach down for those toes. If you can touch the floor, amazing. If you can't, don't worry about it. 2 more here. Keep that chest lifted. Nice. Slowly roll it up and take it to a couple of hip openers. Hips are definitely going to work today. Getting all those teeny tiny muscles that we tend to forget about, but that help us with our jumping, with our running, flexibility. Maybe one day we'll get back on the court. It's been almost a year here. Keep the core tight, chest lifted. One more each side. Alrighty. I'm gonna get my timer going. Couple of shoulder rolls. Some nice big shoulder rolls. Ooh. Smash. Can't go more than 2 feet without hitting something. Other direction. All right. Feeling loose, feeling limber, feeling ready? I'm feeling ready. We're gonna band up for the first one. So if you've got bands, now's the time to have a seat. Bring them around the thighs, about 2 inches or so below the knee. You'll find your sweet spot. I need to double lace my shoes. So for each move, we're gonna do it 10 times. They're not timed intervals tonight. We're gonna go for strength reps. So 10 repetitions, 3 rounds all the way through, and there's 10 different moves. So I'm gonna double loop for this first move. We're gonna stand. It's something that we're all very familiar with. It's a narrow, wide squat. The bands are gonna provide a little extra resistance. If you don't have bands and you wanna grab a weight, grab a weight. And if you've got sliders, you can slip them under the toes. If you've got socks, you can put socks over the tips of your toes, whatever you feel safe with. I don't want you slipping and sliding all over the place. So starting position. Starting position, you're going to come into your squat, sinking your hips down. You're gonna slide your feet wide and then together, and then slide wide and come back together. That equals 1. So toes facing forward. When you're ready, sink back. You go out, in, out, and in. These aren't fast. They're slow and controlled. If you've got a weight, you hold it up at the collarbone. Pull the belly in. Sink the hips back. Try to get those thighs parallel to the floor. Keep the chest lifted. Draw the shoulder blades back. What number are we on, David?
I've just done 5 there.
I was going to say that's 6 or 7 for me. I'll go with you. Sink back into those heels. Keep that chest up, shoulders drawn down. Last one. Nice. Oh, booty is burning. Set your sliders down to the side. Now, you should should sit when you take your sled or your loops off. One medium to light loop and one slider. If you don't have either, you can use a weight in your left hand. I'm gonna put the slider underneath my left foot. My loop is gonna go under the toe of my right shoe. Under the toe, under the arch, sort of. Now, if you've got a loop or a resistance, even if you have like a resistance band with handles, you could use that. Just make sure you've got enough resistance. I'm gonna loop my fingers through so I have a nice grip on my loop. I'm gonna step and lean back so my hand comes about just in line with my knee or my shin. And I'm gonna squeeze my glute as I rise up. So it's a hinge forward, and then I squeeze my glute to stand and I slide my foot next to the other one. We've got 10 on each side. Are we ready?
Yep.
Weight in the left hand if you're not using a loop. Loop in the left hand and right toe if you're using a loop. Here we go. So nice and slow and controlled. Squeezing through that standing leg in front, through the heel. Press through. Draw those shoulders back. The weight or the resistance loop is going to want to pull you forward. Really need to activate and draw that shoulder blade back. Tipping from the hip as we go down, pulling as we come up. That's halfway. Core is in, nice and tight. 2 more on this side. All right, nice job, team switch. Change it out really quick. Loop, weight, slider, whatever you're working with, under the toe. Stand tall, set your position. I'm gonna face you this time. My right leg is going back, loop is in my right arm. We go down, back leg is nice and long and extended, and squeeze to come up. Draw that shoulder blade back. Focus on activating the glute muscle of the front leg. That's halfway. Nice job. Try to get nice and long, get low, and squeeze to come up. 3 more. Last one. Oh, nice work. Set that down, set it to the side. Lateral push-ups. So you can use a band. If you're using a band, wrap it around the wrists. Light loop. I'm gonna go with my light one. If you don't want to use a band, you could use sliders. If you don't want to use sliders, you just use body weight. Coming down to the floor. So loop is about 2 to 3 inches below your wrist, more along the forearm so that you have a little bit more area to move. We start with hands under shoulders, coming into a full plank, or you drop those knees, hand steps wide, press up, and then we bring it together, other side, wide, press up, together. Ready? Knees, toes, whatever you want. Here we go. Step or walk it wide, drop down, press up. Control it. You do your 10. I'm gonna count to myself. Mostly because I can't talk and do this at the same time and count. Try to get the chest in line with the elbow. Nice little bend there. Body weight is shifted forward of the hands. Core tight. Glutes turned on. Last one for me. Finish your 10. Hands down, loop down, grab a mat. Forgot to give you a mat. I'll let you grab your own mat.
Yeah.
We're gonna come down to the floor for a section. We've got bicycles. So heavy loop around the feet. We've done bicycles before. If you don't have a loop, you just do it without. Do your bicycles without your loop. You can use a weight at the chest if you want to for your bikes. Have a lie down. Fingertips towards temples, knees coming to tabletop. We bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. We try to get our shoulder closer to the knee rather than the elbow. And then we extend the opposite leg. So my right arm is going to go towards my left knee. Right leg extends. and presses that loop away. And then we do opposite side. Out and in. Everybody up, lift your shoulders off the floor. Here we go. So one side and then the other side counts as one. That's two. Rotating that shoulder towards the opposite knee. These are slow, they're controlled. We really want to focus on that contraction and that press through the flat foot. Knees come over hips each and every time, squeezing and rotating through the core. Press through that heel. Exhale on the twist. One more each side. Twist, twist. Back to center. Nice work. Woo, I'm getting warm. Are you warm?
Yeah.
All right, team. Loop is going to stay around the arches of your feet, but we're going to flip onto hands and knees. I need to take a layer off, so bear with me 1 second, particularly for this move. We're coming into slow climbers. So same concept as a mountain climber, but we're gonna go nice and slow. I'm tucking my microphone into my leggings. It's an accident. All right. Hands under shoulders, legs extend nice and long behind you. My loop is around the arches of my shoes. Shift your body weight over the hands, so shoulders are directly over your wrists. Draw one knee in towards your chest, and then extend back out. Other side, extend back out. We've got 10. Here we go. 10, 9, pull the core in, and the rest of the body doesn't move. It's like you're marching horizontally. Exhale. Focus on the contraction. Really drive that knee to the chest to make the abs work. 2 more, each side. Woo, rest. Nice work. Coming back down, flip it over. We've got glute bridges. So heavy loop, maybe 2 loops, whatever you've got available to you. If you don't have a loop, just don't use a loop. You can put a weight on your lower hips or your chest. Why did I just do 2 black bands? That's going to be horrible. Let's try it. Have a lie down. Heels towards your bum, back nice and flat. Fingertips are on the floor. We're going to lift our hips up high and keep them up there. We're just going to lift one knee at a time, alternating sides. We've got 10 on each side. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Lift and arch. Lift and arch. Lift and drive that knee towards the ceiling. Whole foot comes on the floor in between. Up and down. Pressing the opposite heel into the floor to engage your butt muscles and squeeze your glute as you lift that leg up. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing. I think that was 5 or 6. I need someone to count for me because I can't do that. I'm following David's count. He's counting in the background for me. 10. That's 10. Lower down. Oh, nice work. Are loops staying on? No, they're coming off. 1 medium loop around the wrists again, similar to our press-ups. So maybe you want to use whatever loop you used during our press-ups. I'm gonna try my light loop for this first round, just warming up, and then we'll see where we go. We've got a reverse inchworm. So we're gonna start off in our plank. I'm gonna move my mat out of the way to have a clear space beneath me. Nice solid plank. I'm gonna walk my hands in towards my toes 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna walk them back out. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do that 10 times. Dave, you're counting for me, yes? Thank you. Come into your full plank. Nice and strong. If you don't have a loop, just do it without the loop. Here we go. Left, right, left, left, right, left. Other side. Right, left, right, right, left, right. So those hips are going to go up in the air, in between, and then we're going to slowly lower them back out. Woo! I think that's 4. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Alternating sides to start. Woo! Make sure those hips come down in between and you squeeze your glutes in a nice strong plank as hands come over under shoulders. What number are we on, David?
Just the way to start 9.
9. Woo! Do we feel those abs engaged? Is your belly button pulling towards your spine? And are your shoulders drawn down? Rest. Knees down, stretch it out. Awesome job. Alrighty, team. Loops go to the side. If you have a slider, grab it. If you don't worry. I want you to grab one little weight. A medium weight, a heavy weight. If you don't have a weight, I'll show you the option. I'm gonna have my slider underneath my left toes. I'm gonna curtsy lunge backwards with my left foot. And then as I curtsy lunge, I'm gonna do an overhead tricep extension. So the weight comes down to the nape of my neck as I lunge backwards, and then it comes and it extends as I come to the top. We've got 5 on each side. Loaded at the chest, up overhead. Oh, sorry, if you don't have a weight, you can use 2 light weights, side of the head, or holding a resistance loop, you can do a tricep extension, holding one fist at your chest, and then the other fist extends down by your hip. So you have an option there. I'm gonna use one heavy weight. I'll stick with this weight for now. We'll maybe bump it up next round. All right, arms up, leg back, nice and long, control it. Press through that front leg to comes to stand. Let's do 10 on each side. How about that? Yeah, we can do 10. Let's fatigue some muscles. Press through that heel. They're controlled, but they're quick. Squeeze through the backs of the arms. What number are we on, David?
That was my 10.
10. Switch sides. Right foot with the slider. If you don't have a slider, you're just stepping back nice and long. Drop in, squeeze up. Drop in, squeeze up. Nape of the neck, elbows to the top of the room. Squeeze the abs in tight. Number
9.
Last one. Thank you. Awesome. Well done, team. Last move for this round. We've got abductor extensions. Heavy weight, heavy loop, around the ankles. I should really sit down to do this. I've been using loops for a very long time, so I just know how to maneuver. So sit down if you need to do it safely. Bring it above the ankle about an inch or 2. We're gonna do an extension out to the side, squeezing our hips, pulling out, and then back to center. Trying to keep that foot lifted the whole time. If you don't have a loop, you just do it body weight only. Really focus and squeeze that foot as we extend out and really try to keep it lifted the whole time to challenge your balance. We've got 10 on each leg. Ground through the left leg, lifting the right. 3, 2, here we go. 10, whoop. 9, if you need to tap in between to start, totally fine. As you keep going, see if you can challenge it a little bit more. Got a few more. 3, 2, flex that foot, squeeze that glute. Last one, change sides. Shift your weight. 10, 9. Nice long extension through the leg. You're halfway. Lift the chest tall, brace the abs. Last one. Woo, nice. We feel that burn? Yeah. All right. You know all of the moves. We're gonna ladder up and go back to the top again. Really quick break if you need it. Grab a sip of water. Otherwise, come down to the floor to layer up your bands around the thighs for our first move, which was those narrow, wide squats. Sliders if you want them. Weight if you want it. How are you gonna challenge yourself this round? You know the moves, how can you add a little bit extra? Got about 5 seconds. Sliders if you want them. I'm not gonna go with my sliders this time. Just go with my loops. Chest up, core tight, sitting back into the hips. We go in 3, 2, 1, step out, together, out, together, sink in. Can you stay low the whole time? Add that challenge, engage those butt muscles, sink those hips back. Dave's gonna tell me when we're on our last 2. Press those knees out to really get those resistance bands to push away. Don't let them tuck your knees in. We engage the side glutes by keeping our knees straight over that middle toe. Last set. Rest. Nice job, team. And we've got the loop hinge, so slide those loops off of your knees. 1 loop around each toe. Medium to heavy, I'm gonna go medium. 1 slider. Remember, you can use a weight in place of the loop or 2 weights in place of the loop. I'm afraid this loop is on its last legs. Let's try another one. I think I really need to replace these this year, which is a shame. They lasted like 8 months. That's a shame. All right, lift up, core tight, slide back, bring it in. We go for 10. Core's engaged. We tilt from the hip for a nice flat back. Slow and controlled, squeezing that glute. Tucking the hips underneath us as we rise tall. Dave's gonna tell us when we've got 2 left.
2 left.
We've got 2 left. Last one on this side. Nice, quick switch. Switch the foot, switch the loop. Reset your stance. And we go again. Roll that shoulder back, engage it. Step back and lift up. So the power is really on that lift as we hinge up, squeezing. We lean forward and then we squeeze that butt cheek as we come up to stand. Oops. Keep the core pulled in, draw the shoulders back. 1 more on this side, team. Rest, nice. Excellent work. Lateral push-ups. Pick which weight you want to work with. And by weight, I mean loop, medium, light, heavy. Maybe you're using your sliders. I'll try my sliders this round. I'll show you an option for your sliders. Hands on sliders. We're just going to move them out and then in together. I'm gonna stay on my knees for this one. Core tight, abs on, knees or toes. Here we go. Out wide, add the press up, come together. Wide press up, come together. Keep it turned on, keep the core tight. That's 4. Halfway. Chest to elbow height each and every time. Abs are so tight. We're squeezing those glutes. 2 more. Finish it on each side. Rest. Nice work. Set those to the side. We're going to come down for a lie down. Bicycles are next. Heavy weight. Heavy loop. Heavy loop around the toes. If you don't have a loop, you can use a weight at the chest or nothing at all. Nice, slow and control. Focus on your form. Draw in those abs. Have a lie back. Feet come into tabletop. Fingertips to temples. Pull the shoulders up. we're gonna extend our back leg and twist towards our front leg. Twist. Bring it together, twist. So it's 10 on each side. That's 2, 3, 4. Abs pressing down, lower back pressed in. Trying to tilt that shoulder towards your knee. We've got 3 more, each side. Press that foot away. Exhale. Nice work. Keep the loop where it is. Just roll over onto your forearm, or what is this called? A bear. We're gonna come into a plank. Legs extend out behind you. Palms under shoulders, drawing the knee towards the chest. Here we go. Slow mountain climbers. Here we go. 3, 2, draw it in, extend it out. In and out. 9. Slow and paced. Shift that body weight forward. Press through the palms. Halfway there. Draw that belly in. That toe is barely touching the floor as we pull those abs in. Last 2. 1 on each side. Rest. Nice. Take that band off of your toes. Flip back over. Coming into a glute bridge, I believe. Is that what we did next? Yeah, marching bridge. So you can double loop if you want to. If you want to just stick with one heavy loop, that's fine too. Like I said, I've been doing loops for a while, so I know what my body can and can't do. And I need to challenge it sometimes to make the muscles actually fire. If your loops start to roll, it might be time for some new loops. It might mean that you need a heavier loop because it's not strong enough to control the action and the movement that you're doing. All right, have a lie down. Marching glute bridge, 10 on each leg. 3, 2, lift up. 10. Lift that knee high. Place the whole foot on the floor. We've got 8. Down, lift. Squeeze that butt muscle, particularly through the heel. Can you get your heels a little closer to your bottom? Drive through the heel. Push up. Use the palms to stabilize and support you down low. Dave's gonna let us know when we've got 2 left. Push through that heel. Last 2 on each side. Rest. Lower down. Use your hands to help you come up behind the knees. Whew, what's our next move? I've already forgotten.
Yes.
Reverse inchworms. Loops off your legs. 1 medium or a light. I'm gonna go with medium this time. If you don't have loops, you could use your sliders for this as well, or socks on your hands and slide across your floor. If you don't have a wood floor, you could use paper plates or oven covers for carpets. I've done that before as well. You can also get sliders from most sport shops. All right, full plank team. Inchworm position. We're taking it back towards our feet. Here we go. Walk, 2, 3, forward, 2, 3. Other side. So we've got pretty much like 5 on each side, 10 in total. Remember to bring those shoulders over the hands each and every time. Keep your core tight. Hips are tall, and then hips come in line with the shoulders. What number are we on, Dave?
I want to say 8. 8.
I was gonna say this is about 8. 8. 1 more each side, team. Woo! Are we feeling that in the shoulders, in the core? Rest. Set your loop down. Nice work. Coming up to stand. You've got a curtsy lunge. So you might want to use a weight again. If you don't want to use a weight, you can use that loop like I showed you. I'm going to use a heavier weight this time. See how that goes. 10 on each leg. Load the weight at your chest. Bring it up overhead. I'm going to step back with my left leg. And I'm going to tilt the weight to the nape of my neck. Right foot stays planted. Back leg goes long with a small bend in the knee. 3, 2, 1. Back and down. Squeeze to come up. Control it. Drive through the front leg. These aren't fast. They're slow and controlled. That's 4. Lift. 5. Lift. We really want to squeeze. Find that concentrated motion. Backs of the arms engaged. Woo! Driving through that front heel. Totally lost my balance. What number are we on, David?
I just swapped legs, sorry.
Switch sides, team. Arms up, step back. Dave's gonna tell us when we've got 2 left. Keep the chin lifted. Keep the core tight. Squeeze through the back of the arm. Inhale and exhale. Soft bend in the knee. Lift the chest tall.
9.
Last 2. Rest. Nice work, team. 1 heavy loop around the ankles. Abductors. Come to stand tall. We're going to go out with the left leg first. Hands can come either to front or at the hips. Lift and lower. I should have gone with a medium weight to get a little bit more range of motion. Got good resistance, but I don't go out as far on this side. And it kind of whips it back in. You want to be able to control it. So slow on the inside, out, and then slow as it comes to center. 3 more. Last one. Other side. 10, 9. Stand tall. Spread those toes. Keep that core pulled in. Flex that foot that's going out to the side. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Nice. All right. Woo! How are we on time? What time is it? Got a bonus.
22.
7:22?
So, no, 38. It's 22, not 8. So 38.
It's 7:38. Okay. Let's do a quick bonus, team, because I don't want to keep you for another 15 minutes. Normally we do 3 rounds. We're doing 2 rounds today, but you get a double bonus. Frog sliders. Sliders on your toes. If you've got the space, if you don't have sliders, don't worry about it. I'll show you the alternative. This is requested by David. We're going to go 15 repetitions. Hands under shoulders, nice solid plank. Knees come into chest, they go out to the side and wrap around. If you don't have sliders, you're gonna hop in, hop wide, and then hop together. In, wide, together. Or step. If you don't wanna hop, you can step it. Ready? Steady, hands under shoulders, solid plank, squeeze your glutes, draw it in, wrap it around. 2, press through the floor. 3, working all those teeny tiny muscles. We're sweating, we might not be jumping, but we're building up endurance, we're toning. We're working on mobility and strength. What number are you on, David?
This is 10.
We've got 5 to go, team. Draw it in close. Wrap it around. Squeeze those glutes. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Woo. Knees down. Sink the hips back. Child's pose. I'm warm.
Yeah, me too.
I'm warm. Are you warm?
I wasn't.
Nice work, team. Come for a seat. Oh, it feels good. Legs out nice and long. Let's sit up super tall. Arms extend out, reach for the toes. Stretch through the backs of those hamstrings and glutes. Might want to shift your bottom. Just let your head hang. Relax it. No pulling, just a gentle sensation through the back of the leg. It's okay if you can't touch your toes, just hold where it feels like there's a gentle stretch through the hamstring, through the back of the leg. Tuck your right foot up in towards your inner left thigh. Reach up and then reach again towards that left foot. See if you can get a little bit farther with that right leg tucked in. Nice, we're gonna sit up, bring the right leg over the left leg, bent knee. Left arm comes around, gives it a hug. Add that little twist, facing the back of the room. If you want, you can bring that left elbow outside the right knee for a little added twist. Exhale. Inhale back to center and switch sides. Right leg extends, left leg comes in towards the inner thigh. Big inhale up, exhale, reach for your toes. Amazing work tonight. Changing it up. Way to show up. Slowly come up to sit. Right or left leg comes over the right. Give it a hug, twist. You can exhale that arm outside of the knee. That feels good. Awesome, let's stretch out the glutes a little bit. So all you need to do is just bend this right leg. Left leg should already be over the right. Left ankle should already be over the right. You can use your hands to help you sit up nice and tall. I think I forgot to press the record button, didn't I?
Oh, it could be.
Maybe not. I think it's recording. Arms back. Press that left knee away. Oh, good job, me. Switch sides.
I think
Left.
I forgot to unrecord.
No, I definitely press pause. Press the right knee out. Left leg down. Nice, release that. Come for a seat. Crisscross applesauce. Lift the chest up tall. You can give yourself like a little twist here. That feels nice. Hand to knee. And then twist to the other side. Releasing all that core tension that we might be holding on to. Come back to center. Big inhale up to the sky. Exhale. One more inhale, all the good stuff. Exhale, all the bad stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Let me turn my mic off and press the recording button.